the leader in breaking news. This is 14 News.
Breaking news at 10, an Evansville woman missing since the beginning of July is found alive and safe tonight. We have reaction from her close friends. Good evening, I'm Brandon Bartlett. After months of searching, many are calling it a miracle tonight. Joelle Lockwood, a mother from Evansville, is found alive and safe. She was immediately taken to police headquarters in downtown Evansville to be questioned. This is a story 14 News broke online tonight. David DeLong just spoke to one of her close friends. He's here now with all the details. And David, this investigation really just beginning tonight.
That's right, Brandon. There's still a lot of information out there, and Amanda Crow actually tells me cadaver dogs were searching for Joelle today, and when she got a call from Joelle's mom that she had been found alive, her heart immediately leapt for joy. Now, Crow says she was able to see Joelle for a short amount of time tonight before going into the Evansville Police Headquarters. Joelle told Crow and a few other people that she was fine and she was thankful for them searching for her. Now, Crow says she too is thankful for all the help the community has given to them. Now, she says with Joelle being found alive, it gives hope to the other families searching for their missing loved ones.
I hope that this gives hope to Christy Kelly's family and also to Megan Nichols' family and everyone else who has a missing loved one right now, that it doesn't matter if it's 2 days, 2 months, or 2 years. You absolutely should not give up hope, because they can come back.
Now, Evansville police tell me this is an ongoing investigation. They say more information will be released as time goes on. Of course, we'll keep you updated as more information becomes available. Brandon?
Thanks a lot, David. Tonight, as David said, friends and family of missing Boonville woman Christy Kelly are hoping that she too will be found safe. The mother of two went missing more than 3 weeks ago, and tonight the search for Kelly continues, but with a new strategy. Gabrielle Shirley here tonight with new information.
Brandon, I've been to 3 searches for Christy in the past 3 weekends, but today I saw organizers and volunteers use a different search strategy.
If somebody has something, it shouldn't come to me.
Randy Beard is the executive director of Studio B, which has become the headquarters for the search.
It should go to the proper authorities.
Beard says the search team is becoming more organized. Certain people have been assigned to certain roles to make sure that nothing slips through the cracks. Beard says Timothy Waynick is from out of town. He volunteered his time and his experience in the search last weekend, and now he's leading the search once again, something that Christy's parents asked him to do.
He came last week, and then he, at the request and talking with Todd and Kathy and the support, he came back, and you know, that's something. His efforts. We appreciate that.
Beard says next, organizers and volunteers would like to use boats and sonar to search the waterways. Brandon?
All right, thanks a lot, Gabby. And we have much more on the search for Christy Kelly, as well as the breaking news of Joelle Lockwood being found alive and safe tonight on our website at 14news.com. That information can also be found at the 14 News mobile app. In other news tonight, part of Route 145 in Saline County, Illinois is back open tonight after a deadly accident. State police say a vehicle driven by Jeffrey Schaffer crossed the center line and collided with a semi. Schaffer died at the scene. The driver of the semi was not hurt. A portion of the road was closed for 6.5 hours while crews investigated that accident. An Indiana police officer remains in critical condition tonight after a shootout at an apartment complex. It happened early this morning in Merrillville. Police officers stood vigil tonight outside of the hospital where the injured officer was being treated. Police were called to the apartment complex to deal with a person who would not leave. There's no word on what sparked the gunshots. 24-year-old officer Nicholas Schultz was injured with a shot to the head. The suspect, a 33-year-old man, died at the scene from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
We're going to obviously look into further why it happened, what happened, and try to determine exactly what, if any, shots were fired and what weapons were actually used.
Officer Schultz has been on the Merrillville police force for 1 year.
Temperatures never got out of the 70s today with this sharp cold front that moved down through. We have a few clouds out there. Starting to work on these clouds right now. Temperatures are continuing to slide. Overnight we'll be into the 50s, but we have calm skies out there. We're at 68 degrees. The change on Sunday, we'll have brighter skies overall on Sunday. We'll start out with some sunshine with just a few clouds. We'll pick it up at 7 in the morning when the sun pops up. 59 degrees at lunchtime at 75, and during the afternoon up to 79. Any thunderstorms in the forecast early next week we'll be tracking here in a few minutes.
All right, thanks a lot, Byron. New at 10 o'clock tonight, another arrest has been made in a series of home invasions in Muhlenberg County. Authorities arrested 39-year-old Shannon Gary of Central City. Investigators say they got a tip that Gary had some firearms that were stolen from one of the homes. We're told the investigation continues and more arrests will be made. New information tonight on an early morning police chase in Vanderburgh County. Tonight, the sheriff's office says the vehicle involved had been reported stolen from Posey County. Deputies say 42-year-old Ryan Christopher Reynolds of Mount Vernon was clocked doing 81 miles per hour on the Lloyd Expressway. They say Reynolds led them on a chase but was finally stopped at the Highway 41 Cloverleaf. He was arrested and tonight is facing several charges. In Owensboro, 4 people are taken to the hospital after fire breaks out early this morning inside of the Roosevelt House. Fire officials had to evacuate that building after the fire started up on the 16th floor. Authorities say all residents were able to return to the building with the exception of one floor. We're told there's some smoke and water damage to that floor. There's no word tonight on the conditions of those taken to the hospital. New at 10 o'clock tonight, Madisonville hosts its second annual 9/11 Heroes Run tonight. Officials believe they surpassed last year's race numbers with over 750 people taking part. Law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel all ran in full gear for the entire 5K run. This year, the race partnered with the Patrick Rudd Foundation, who was a soldier from Madisonville killed by small arms fire in Iraq several years ago. As we continue this Saturday night, the Otters host their first playoff game since winning the Frontier League title back in 2006. Bo McFall with highlights coming up in sports. Also tonight, a 9-year-old boy walks onto a bus and drives it away. Find out what happened next, coming up. And we continue to follow the breaking news tonight about the missing Evansville woman found alive. Joelle Lockwood was found alive and safe tonight. New information is still coming in, and we're updating the story on 14news.com. Stay with us. You're watching 14 News at 10 in high definition.